Trump's ballroom obsession turns deadly after federal court ruling fails. And this is the story of how a dream room turned into a courtroom war. It started back in October. The East Wing came down, brick by brick, wall by wall, no warning to the town. A president with a vision, a ballroom built for 1,000, standing where history stood, now dust where the walls once counted. He called it a gift to the nation, a room fit for a king. 999 guests, that's the number he'd bring. But the National Trust for Historic Preservation, they didn't see a gift, they saw a violation. No congressional lift. They filed the lawsuit in December, said the law is clear. Only Congress can approve construction this near. The White House isn't his house, it's the people's house too. And no president gets to skip the review. Judge Richard Leon took the case to the bench in March. He ruled construction has to stop. No more building, no more shop. He used his exclamation point, said the president is a steward, not an owner, and the ruling landed like a boulder. But he left the door open for the safety and the security. The underground bunker work continued with no penalty. Springtime came, the price kept climbing. 300 million turned to 4. The numbers kept on rising like a storm outside the door. Private donors, taxpayer questions, who's really footing the bill? While the East Wing sits in rubble on that historic hill. August 7th came around, the appeals court had its say. 2 judges to 1, the injunction here to stay. They wrote it plain and simple, no room to misconstrue. The president has no constitutional claim on what's not his to do. Whether a ballroom should be built is a question for Congress alone, not a matter for executive self-help, not his to override on his own. But the ruling had a window, 14 days to prepare. The injunction wouldn't hit till the 21st, still time to build somewhere. So construction kept on going while the legal clock ticked down. And the president took to Truth Social, typing out his crown. Late that night he posted an essay long and loud. 3,000 words of frustration poured out to the crowd. He called the ruling dangerous, said it jeopardized the lives of the people who protect him, his family and their wives. He spoke of foreign dignitaries, of heads of state at risk, said the courts don't understand the danger, don't see the asterisk. Then he turned his anger toward the National Trust by name, called them treasonists in all caps, said they should feel the shame. He said they leaked out secrets, that a military complex sat below, a bunker built for safety that the public shouldn't know. The trust had just responded that Friday was a great day for the people's right to speak up about the buildings on display. Trump's ballroom obsession turns deadly after federal court ruling fails. And by Friday afternoon, the Solicitor General filed the appeal, asked the Supreme Court to step in, said the injunction wasn't real, said one district judge shouldn't be the final word on what's strictly necessary. That decision was absurd. The case now sits in Washington, waiting on the night to decide if the ballroom keeps rising or the demolition draws the line. Judge Neo Mirau had dissented from the start, said the trust had no standing, said they lacked the legal part, said Said the government's the one who's harmed by delay and doubt. Said security should matter more than what a passerby cries about. So here we are in mid-August, the story's still unwritten. The East Wing gone forever, the ballroom's fate uncertain. A 90,000 square foot dream, born from a president's desire, now caught inside a courtroom, inside a true social fire. History says the White House was never one man's to hold. It's a house for all the people. That's the story that's been told. Trump's ballroom obsession turns deadly after federal court ruling fails. And whether it's built in glory or torn down by the details, the country waits to see who gets the final say. The courts, the Congress, or president who won't walk away. Go back to the beginning, before the lawsuits and the noise, back when Judge Leon first heard the preservationist voice. That was in the fall, before any wall came down. The trust asked for a pause, a chance to slow the sound. But Leon said no, said irreparable harm wasn't shown. So the demolition crews moved in, and the East Wing was overthrown. By January, the East Wing was gone completely, a piece of history erased. And the National Trust filed suit, said the process was disgraced. They said 5 different laws had been broken in the rush. No environmental review, no public voice, no hush. The Administrative Procedures Act, the National Environmental Policy too, violated, they claimed, in everything the administration chose to do. The government's lawyers stood their ground, said national security comes first, said drones and ballistic threats and biohazards were the worst. They spoke of the White House correspondents' dinner shooting, a threat that came before. Said the ballroom wasn't vanity, it was a locked and guarded door. The bunker underneath, they said, was built to keep them all secure. And any pause in building left the White House less than pure. The National Capital Planning Commission got pulled into the fray, ordered to receive the construction plans without delay. The National Park Service said completion wouldn't come till 2028. Not long before a presidency reaches its final gate. Trump's ballroom obsession turns deadly after federal court ruling fails. And through it all, reporters like Maggie Haberman kept telling all the tales of a man so fixed on marble floors and gold behind the rails that critics say he lost the thread on everything else that ails. Crisis climbing, ships still stranded out at sea, but the ballroom stayed the headline, the thing he wouldn't let go free. Chris Hayes broke it down for the millions watching late at night. Said the court had spoken clearly, said the president had no right, no constitutionally assigned authority to claim over property that never carried his own name. Whether a massive ballroom rises on that historic ground is a question left for Congress, not a king without a crown. The cost kept climbing higher, 300 turned to 4. Private donations pledged, but questions, who's counting at the door? Taxpayer dollars, security spending, where does the private end and the public begin? Nobody in Washington could say for certain where the lines within. Still the president kept tight, recalling critics every name, framing preservation groups as traitors, bringing shame. He said the ruling threatened lives, said heads of state were now at stake. Said the judges failed to see the danger that their ruling helped to make. Trump's ballroom obsession turns deadly after federal court ruling fails. And now the nation watches, waiting while the story still unveils. Will the Supreme Court step in and let the building carry on? Or will Congress finally speak on what the president has drawn? Either way, the East Wing's gone. That part cannot be undone. A piece of White House history lost before the fight was won. The ballroom stands unfinished, caught between the law and pride. A monument to obsession on the record, wide and open, nothing left to hide.